Two powerful men stand in the same space, and nothing feels safe. No guns are fired. No voices are raised. But one wrong word could end everything. This is not a normal meeting. This is a silent war, where pride, power, and control are all on the line. The standoff between Tommy and Gallino is not about oil money or land anymore. It is about who will walk away standing and who will be forced to step back. This moment in Landman feels heavy from the very start. The air is tense, and every second moves slowly. Tommy and Gallino are not just two men talking business. They are leaders who are used to getting what they want. When people like this meet, there is no room for weakness. Each man walks into the standoff knowing that the other is dangerous, smart, and proud. That is what makes this scene so powerful. Tommy enters the situation calm and steady. He does not rush. He does not show fear. His face stays controlled, and his body language tells a clear story. He belongs here. He knows the ground he is standing on, and he knows the rules of this world. Tommy understands that real power does not need to shout. It waits, it watches, and when the time is right, it speaks once and ends the argument. Gallino, on the other hand, brings pressure with him. He carries himself like a man who expects others to move out of his way. His presence is strong, and his confidence is loud even when he is quiet. Gallino believes this meeting will go his way. He believes that Tommy will bend, because that is what usually happens. People usually bend when Gallino shows up. But this time, something feels different. The standoff begins before a single word is spoken. It starts with eye contact, with distance, with silence. Both men are reading each other, searching for cracks. Tommy listens more than he talks. Gallino pushes forward, testing limits. Every pause feels like a challenge. Every short sentence feels like a warning. This is not about solving a problem. This is about control. What makes this moment so strong is how real it feels. There is no big action, no fast movement. Just two men standing firm, refusing to step back. The danger is not loud, but it is everywhere. You can feel that violence is close, even if it never comes. And that is the point. In this world, the threat is often more powerful than the act itself. This first section sets the tone for everything that follows. It shows us that this standoff will not end easily. Neither Tommy nor Gallino is willing to lose face. Neither wants to walk away weaker than before. And from this moment on, every word, every look, and every choice will push them closer to a breaking point. Before Tommy and Gallino ever stand face to face, the deal is already dead. It didn't explode. It didn't fail in public. It died quietly, behind closed doors, where trust slowly disappeared. In the world of Landman, that kind of death is the most dangerous. When deals break without noise, they leave anger behind. And anger always comes back looking for answers. This standoff exists because both men believe the other crossed a line. Promises were made and expectations were set. But somewhere in the middle, control became more important than partnership. Tommy believes Gallino pushed too far, tried to take more than what was agreed. Gallino believes Tommy stopped playing fair, holding back what he was promised. Neither man thinks he is wrong. And that is the problem. Tommy's view is simple. He built his ground step by step. He knows the land, the people, and the risks better than anyone else. To him, Gallino is a man trying to move fast in a world that punishes mistakes. Tommy does not respect shortcuts. He respects results. And when he feels someone is trying to corner him, he doesn't panic. He waits. Gallino sees it differently. He believes power belongs to those who take it, not those who protect it. From his point of view, Tommy is slowing things down on purpose. Holding control. Playing safe. Gallino reads this as weakness, not wisdom. That belief pushes him to apply pressure, thinking Tommy will eventually give in. He has seen it happen before. But this time, the pressure does not work. Instead of breaking Tommy, it hardens him. Every move Gallino makes only confirms Tommy's fear that this partnership cannot last. Trust fades completely. What remains is pride, suspicion, and the need to prove a point. By the time they finally meet, there's no deal left to save. The standoff is not about fixing the past. It is about deciding the future. Who controls the land? Who sets the rules? And who learns that not every door can be forced open? This section makes one thing clear: when silence kills a deal, the aftermath is always loud, even if no one raises their voice. Tommy does not walk into the standoff to argue. He walks in already prepared. His strength is not in threats or loud words. It is in patience. Tommy understands something many powerful men forget. The person who stays calm usually holds the real control. While others rush to speak, Tommy waits, and that waiting makes people uneasy. He listens carefully, not just to words, but to tone and timing. Every pause from Gallino tells him something. Every push reveals need. Tommy knows that the man who talks too much is often the one who wants something badly. That knowledge gives him confidence. He does not need to rush the moment, because he knows time is on his side. Tommy's body language says more than his voice. He stands steady. He does not shift or step back. His eyes stay focused, not angry, not nervous. This calm sends a message: he is not afraid of what might happen next. In a world where fear controls many decisions, that calm becomes a weapon. What makes Tommy dangerous is not what he says, but what he knows. He understands the land, the risks, and the consequences better than anyone else in that room. Gallino may have reach and force, but Tommy has knowledge. And knowledge creates leverage. Tommy knows that once Gallino realizes this, the balance will change. There's also restraint in Tommy's approach. He does not try to humiliate Gallino or win the moment with sharp words. He lets Gallino reveal himself. Every demand, every bit of pressure only proves that Gallino needs this deal more than he admits. Tommy sees that clearly, and he stores it away, waiting for the right second. This section shows us that Tommy's power is quiet, but heavy. He does not need to prove himself. He simply holds his ground and lets the truth rise on its own. And in a standoff like this, the man who controls the silence often controls the outcome. Gallino does not believe in standing still. To him, silence feels like weakness, and waiting feels like losing. He enters the standoff with one clear goal: to take control of the moment. His pride will not allow him to back down, especially in front of someone like Tommy. Gallino is used to being the one who pushes, not the one who pauses. From the start, Gallino applies pressure. His words are firm, his tone sharp, and his presence heavy. He speaks like a man who expects results, not excuses. Every sentence is designed to remind Tommy of his reach, his influence, and the trouble he can cause. Gallino believes fear is the fastest way to win, and he uses it often. But beneath that confidence is something else: impatience. Gallino wants quick outcomes. He wants the upper hand now, not later. That impatience begins to show as Tommy refuses to react the way he expects. The harder Gallino pushes, the clearer it becomes that he is trying to force control rather than earn it. Gallino's pride will not let him step back. Backing down would mean admitting he misjudged Tommy. It would mean accepting limits, and Gallino hates limits. So he doubles down, raising the stakes with every move, unaware that this approach is slowly turning the situation against him. What Gallino fails to see is that dominance is not always loud. While he is focused on winning the moment, Tommy is focused on winning the situation. This difference in mindset creates a crack in Gallino's armor. His need to dominate blinds him to the shift happening right in front of him. This section reveals Gallino's greatest weakness: his pride. In a world where power changes hands quietly, The man who refuses to slow down often loses control without realizing it. When Tommy and Gallino finally face each other, the room feels smaller. The space between them is charged, like something dangerous is waiting to happen. No one else matters in this moment. Every sound fades, and all attention locks onto these two men who refuse to move first. The words exchanged are simple, but their meaning is heavy. Nothing is said by accident. Each sentence carries weight, and each pause feels like a challenge. Tommy speaks slowly, choosing his words with care. Gallino responds with force, trying to bend the moment in his favor. It is not a conversation, it is a test. Eye contact becomes its own kind of battle. Neither man looks away. Tommy's stare is calm but firm, showing no fear. Gallino's is intense, pushing, searching for a reaction. The tension grows with every second of silence between them. The longer it lasts, the more dangerous it feels. What makes this face-off powerful is what does not happen. No shouting. No threats shouted across the room. The danger lives in restraint. Both men know how quickly this could turn violent, and that knowledge hangs in the air like a warning. One wrong move could cross a line that cannot be undone. In this moment, power is measured in control. Tommy controls his emotions. Gallino tries to control the situation. And as the silence stretches, it becomes clear that staying calm is stronger than pushing hard. The room may be frozen, but the balance is shifting, quietly and steadily. This face-off is the heart of the standoff. It shows that real conflict does not always explode. Sometimes it tightens, slowly, until someone realizes they are no longer in charge.